Though MRI scans that look for lesions are an integral part of diagnosing MS, some individuals experience more acute symptoms, whereas others experience more chronic and permanent symptoms that worsen over time. There are three main types of MS. The first and most common is relapsing remitting MS, which is characterized by periods of new symptoms or relapses that develop over days or weeks and usually improve partially or completely. At least 20 to 40% of those individuals who experience relapsing remitting MS can develop a more steady progression of symptoms. This is known as secondary progressive MS. The third form of MS is known as primary progressive MS, which is characterized by a gradual onset of symptoms and a steady increase of these symptoms with no remission or relapse. At this point, there's no true cause or cure known for MS. However, there are multiple risk factors for developing the disease. For the purpose of this video, I will list 10 separate risk factors. The first is age. Individuals between the ages of 20 to 40 years old are more likely to develop MS. The second is a person's sex. Women are 2 to 3 times more likely to develop MS compared to men. The third is family history. Individuals with a direct biological family member diagnosed with MS are more likely to develop the disease themselves. The fourth relates to an individual's past infections. MS has been linked to a variety of infections, one of these being the Epstein-Barr virus, more commonly known as mono. The fifth is race, with white people of Northern European descent having the highest risk and Asian and Black people having the lowest risk. The sixth is climate. MS is more common in temperate climates such as the United States, Canada, and Australia. The seventh is vitamin D levels. Low levels of vitamin D are linked to an increased risk of developing MS. The eighth is an individual's genes. The HLA-DRB1 allele found on chromosome 6p21 has been linked to the development of MS. The ninth is obesity. An association between MS and obesity has been found in women, especially during childhood and adolescence. Lastly, the 10th is other autoimmune diseases. Autoimmune diseases such as type 1 diabetes, psoriasis, thyroid disease, and inflammatory bowel disease are linked to an increased likelihood of developing MS. It should be known that these studies are still ongoing and not yet conclusive.
Created using Powtoon.